What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel today. We're back on Assetto Corsa once again for my Assetto Corsa Hot Lap Challenge thingy-majigster. If you haven't seen one of these before, what we do, we take a car from Assetto Corsa, a notable production car, race car, classic race car, anything like that. Run it around Laguna, Seca, and Monza and see how it stacks up on the timing list that I've made of some notable cars, which I'll highlight either in this video or another episode. The list grows obviously by one every single time, so I don't run through the whole list every time, just kind of where the car slots in for reference. But anyway, so the way we do it, one out lap, warm up lap, just kind of get my bearings, figure out brake zones that I think will work, and then a flyer that goes on the timing chart, regardless of whether I messed up or not, which I've done a couple of times. So today we are doing a car that I don't really have a lot of experience with or a lot of knowledge about, but it is an absolutely bonkers car. It's a street car, but it's a race car. When you hear what it is, you'll understand. You'll be honest, even though you already know by the title, of course. So I don't know why I bother, being a mystery about it. But anyways, this car is an absolute weapon, famous probably from Gran Turismo or something in Forza. I know it's in Forza. I had one in Forza 4 back in the day, 10 years ago. But absolute weapon of a race car, and it really is it's a street car. It's not a race car, but I don't even think it's street legal. It's that bonkers. So that is of course the 599xx Evo. There was the 599 GTB, which came out in like 2006 or something. Super cool car, V12 car, front engined. Absolute monster of a car. Not the most reliable thing in the world, but a pretty good car overall. And then, of course, they took that and made the 599 Evo, which was a little bit more bonkers, a little bit more crazy. And then that turned into this at some point, the 599xx and the 599xx Evo, which were basically race cars that weren't even street legal. They were street cars, but they're not street cars by any means. So we're gonna see how this stacks up today on the list. Don't really know what to expect from this car. I don't have a lot of familiarity with it. This is going to be one of the cars we go in and see what kind of tires and stuff. We're going to go to slick softs because why not? I don't think this car has turbo control or anything. Yeah, so we're just going to go right in. I do want to run slick softs just to kind of see on fair playing field how all these kind of race cars that have tire options do for the most part. So we'll hop right into it. Same deal. We're going to do our out lap. Warm-up lap, flying lap. This car is going to sound bonkers. You ready for this? Oh yeah, that is the sound of freedom in America, even though it's Italian. The sound of freedom, the sound of race cars, the sound of speed. That's what this car is, and I expect this to be relatively hard to drive in terms of being able to get the thing around the track fast. It's going to be fast and it's going to handle well. But it's going to be a handful just because it's so powerful, so nuts. But it's not a real race car, it doesn't have the full aero, it has some aero. Oh, there it is. So, we'll see how I can get this on today. This car is going to be great around Monza, I'm sure, but this track might be a little bit tricky, especially the corkscrew and the kinks, so we'll see. I guess the kind of most suitable comparison to this might be the Sesto Elemento. We'll see if that proves true or not. I have no idea. I think that's the first time I've ever taken two downshifts for the kink there just because of the gearing on this car. But I am going to have to work pretty hard for this. Just about to get in there. Turn. That's not too bad. It loads up pretty well. I love how my guy's fingers, his forefingers, his pointer finger, and those fingers that aren't his thumbs, apparently aren't even touching the steering wheel. I don't know if I've just never noticed that. That's like that in every car, but my dude is steering with just his thumbs in this car, which is pretty wild. Off the last corner, we'll come down fire towards start-finish line to start our warm-up lap. Car sounds absolutely incredible as always. Oh my god, those cones are solid. Holy crap. I just kind of didn't think anything of it because I figured that I'd hit them at some point. Oh my goodness gracious. That scared the absolute hell out of me. So this warm-up lap is down the drain, obviously. Oh my god, that was terrifying. It never occurred to me that those would be non-destructible because I swear I'd hit them before. Maybe I did something else. Maybe I bottomed out over them or something, or the physics got mad. But oh my god, that was terrifying. need third through there. It's all right. We're good. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. Reset. Breathe. It's all good. My heart's still roaring, racing, whatever. I don't know what that was, but we're going to try to avoid it here. We're going to proceed on, go with our fast lap. The car is an absolute blast to drive. It slides around just enough to be fun without thinking it's going to kill you. So, off the last corner here, try to not do that again. Start our flying lap and see what our warm-up lap is. We're looking for like sub 130. Yeah, I can do that easily without flying off track. So. Well, see there, I hit the cone. The cone went flying, so I don't know what happened. And I swear I'd hit those cones before in some other cars, so I don't know. Maybe it got stuck under the bodywork and the physics got upset or something, I don't know. I think the Sesto Elemento was like a 26 or something. See how we do in comparison to that. Car is great to drive. It turns in relatively responsively. Nothing crazy, just enough, like I said, rear end slide to let you kind of put the power down and control where it goes. Absolute pleasure this car is. I would drive this anytime. Oh, big snap there. Probably didn't need that upshift, but I panicked with the back end sliding. In there nice. One more corner to go. Just about get stopped a little bit deep in there, but we made it. And open it up all the way to the start finish line. 25:30, so I think that was faster than the Sesto. I think the Sesto was 26 or something. I'll check on that right now. That's an awesome car. What an unbelievable car. Let's see, Sesto, the Sesto was 31.4, the F1 GTR was 26.2, Lotus 72, 26 dead, McLaren P1, 25.68, so this car slots in right behind the C7R race car, which is a very, very impressive time. Ferrari FXX, no, that's not the FXX, this is the 599xx, excuse me, Evo. FXX is not on this game, even though that car is absolutely bonkers. Alright, 125.303, a phenomenal performance out of this car. Absolutely unbelievable. Not the fastest car by any means, but for, again, it is not, it's a race car, but it's not a full-blown race car. That's pretty wild. So we'll hop right in, load up Monza, get that going. Wow, that's a fun car. I would absolutely drive that anytime. It's an enjoyable car. It's a notable car, bonkers car. That's a car that I'm gonna write down as something I might have to revisit, just to do something else or drive around some more tracks or hot lap or whatever. Does this car have slick hards? Why would you want that? Whatever. Anyways, we'll hop right back into it here at Monza. Same deal. Hopefully without cone deaths would be ideal. Alright. Cars seem to perform pretty well as far as handling characteristics and braking and stuff, so that gives me some hope that we can still be pretty good through these chicanes and through Ascari and Parabolica. Gonna be right at the bottom of second gear there through that first chicane. This car will be much faster around here than the last time out the Porsche 911 Turbo S was, just because of its cornering ability. It's probably faster in a straight line as well. Cornering ability is definitely going to be far superior. Of course, with slick tires, I mean, duh. But also just more aero, more sophisticated race car suspension, that type of stuff. I'm hoping we have long enough gears. I guess I didn't think about that. I didn't even test it. But we should be okay. I think this car is a 6-speed, should be. We weren't anywhere near 6-speed earlier, so. Yeah, we should be fine. Plenty of RPMs left. Breaking 200, I guess. Just about get stopped in there, so that should be fine. A lot of curve there, but we made it. No problem. Just a nice bounce. Didn't throw us in any direction too much, unlike those cones at Laguna, apparently. Try 150 here. Oh, that sound of these downshifts of this V12 is unbelievable. A little bit of rear end slide. Oh, what a fantastic race car this is. I can't decide if I want to call the race car a street car, but it's unbelievable nonetheless, and I absolutely 10 out of 10 recommend you go, if you have a Assetto Corsa, go out and drive this car for a little while around your favorite track. You will not regret it. Just about get stopped at 200 meters there. A little bit of back end slide, just having to kind of keep it in line. It's fine. 200 again here, we'll try. Honestly, underdrove it just slightly, so that's okay. We'll go with about 195 on the flyer there. Just about get turned in. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There we go. Perfect through Ascari, at least on the entry. A little bit of a slide. We made it. Didn't even need to use the apron that time. Again, we'll go with 150 here down towards Parabolica. Alright, ready to start our flyer here at Monza. Hold your breath, because this is going to be one where I either get it perfect or it goes very, very wrong. 48 dead on the warm-up, that's pretty sporty. Just about got it stopped for turn one, that was pretty perfect. Again, we'll look for about 195 here for the second chicane. Honestly, probably could have gone a little bit deeper than that as well, but it's fine. There we go. A little bit of tail wag. Oh yeah, turned in pretty perfect there. A little bit of a slide on exit, but it's fine. Hurling the car up towards Ascari for the final time. There we go. Just about get turned in. This car, of course, just for pride's sake, should be absolutely monstrous around this track. Enzo would not have it any other way. One last change up to 6th, spot 150, about there. Feed it through. Hard on the power. Just let the thing walk out, and then we'll shorten this up to the line as much as we can. Stay in 5th gear. 47.83. Well, that tells me that my warm-up lap was actually pretty sporty, but a little bit of a pickup, sub 148. Definitely a very competitive lap time, very fun car. 47.80 puts it right between the McLaren P1 and the F1 GTR, so the McLaren P1 does pip it here. Let's see, this is the Ferrari 599xx Evo, 147.8. 2.837 compared to 46.88 from the P1, so just about a second off of that. Just over 2.5 seconds, excuse me, faster than the McLaren F1 GTR. That was at 50.46. Ooh, I enjoyed that car. That's a fun car. That's a car I will absolutely revisit at some point when I'm just hanging out trying to make laps for fun. So I highly recommend that car. 11 out of 10. That's a weapon of a race car or street car. Or, you know what I'm trying to say. So, wow, if you look at the sector times there, actually gave up half a second through sector 1 and got some of that and more back through sector 3, which is the end of Ascari and Parabolica. So, did I leave some time out there in the second chicane, perhaps? Who knows? But either way, if it could have gone faster, I'm not finding a full second, I don't think, to get the McLaren P1. I don't think. But that's what this is all about. You don't always run the perfect laps. So, notable. I actually was faster through sector 3 on my out lap than my warm-up lap 2 as well. But very consistent, very good lap times, so can't complain. So if you did enjoy this today, the Ferrari 599xx Evo, absolutely great car. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action from iRacing. Assetto Corsa, F122, we got that going up again. It's been a blast. Anything else I may post, we're getting down to the nitty gritty for my iRacing career. So don't want you to miss out. Make sure you drop that like and sub down below. And always, until next time, bye.